Hello, this is Alekius, and welcome back to Rule the Waves 2 as France in 1944, where it looks like we're going to go to war with Japan. In between episodes, I took the liberty of moving a few of our battleships around from the Mediterranean. One into Southeast Asia, the Dunkirk, which has served us well before, and the other three into Northern Europe just as a self-defense force. Also, I wanted to rebuild a few of the destroyers. That puts them above weight. Might just have to... You know what? They don't need two positions. One is just fine. Now rebuild those four destroyers. And then for our raiders, we want to get them mostly into Northeast Asia. I'm going to take two of them and send them to the South Pacific. Partly to relieve the Galilee so that she can get refit. I'll send a couple to Southeast Asia, a couple to Northeast Asia, and then probably a couple to Central Pacific. That gives us a good spread. Those are our short-range ones. Our carriers. Don't want to forget about them. Move all four. Well, Japan has the whole sneak attack thing going, so maybe we'll just move them into the Indian Ocean. And then we have only our modern battle cruisers moving to Northeast Asia. And the destroyers, of course. Let's grab four more, send them into the Indian Ocean. And then four more, maybe? Yeah, we'll send a strong contingent. Everything else, I'm happy with where it is. Alright, we got a hold of float plane, new dive bomber, faster, longer ranged, more firepower, less toughness, lighter bomb load. And the reliability of our previous one is actually good. We'll give it a whirl. We'll see. I may obsolete it though. He wants us to build 3 additional battleships. You know what? Okay. Autoloaders for 6-inch. Better invasion capacity. No, no to all. We'll update that manually. Not the coastal fortification. There we go. Change the air group. We've got medium bombers, we've got fighters, we've got flying boats. What we want now to add a new air unit of torpedo bombers. To each of these bases. They're already stacked. Add some torpedo bombers there. A couple more there. Oh, we had dive bombers down in Peleliu. Or no, Tsingtao. Might be more appropriate for the confined area. Do we want to expand these bases further though? It's expensive, but you know what? Why not? There we go. That'll expand all of our air bases. And then the Prime Minister wanted a new battleship. We'll go straight from scratch. Oh wow, I hadn't realized how small our dockyards were. Let's see, who could we go with? Let's get a foreign built. Over in the US, we'll put in full size, which I doubt we'll keep it that way. I think we'll go with 16-inch. Do I'm fond of the quads. Full set of quads. There's a ridiculous amount of firepower. May even reduce the rounds per gun on that. Increased elevation, yes. We can dual purpose. I thought we got 6-inch autoloaders. They have to be singles? Oh well, we can only dual purpose the 5-inch, so that's what we're going to do. And do we bother with 3-inch? For the purposes of having more dual purpose guns, absolutely. Full set of AA directors. No need for torpedoes. I'd like to go 28 knots. All or nothing. Full torpedo protection. And then a seaplane hangar. Capacity for 2 airplanes. Centerline swivel on the R mount. Sure, why not? Well, we go with triples, 18s. Or we could even go for quads. Full set of 5-inch. All quads all the time. 10-inch belt, 5-inch deck. Provides absolutely zero immunity zone for us. How strong are the 24-inch? Or I mean 16-inch. See, 21 inches of armor, just fine. Go 24 on the turrets. With up to 7-inch on the turret tops. Secondaries will have splinter guards. Oil, normal priority. Let's delete the extra turret. Takes us down to a more sedate number. Go with triples instead. And let's start bringing down her size. Doesn't need to be quite that big. And then we can refit her with electrical optical fire control when we get her to France. How are the gun quality of... Alright, US has some low quality 18s, low quality 20s. 16s are where it's at. Do actually want a set of torpedoes. We'll put them far back, quad tubes. We'll bump up the weight limit. Get reloads for those. That only cost us 300 tons. I'm just fine calling this the Trident. Let's check the design. Do you really want... Yes. How expensive is this going to be? It's going to be pricey. The Prime Minister wants 3 of these. Alright, let's start saving up. Or not, because I would love to have some more submarines. Looks like our updates are finishing. We're also getting a whole bunch of reconstruction done. Authorized more. Alright, radar assisted gunnery, which is perfect. We can get uppity with the Brits. That's not a problem. Besides, we've shown them who's boss before. We are in Southeast Asia, also in the South Pacific. We can redesign the Illinois class. Zero weight remaining. And Northeast Asia should be fine. There we go. That takes care of those two. Yes, because we have ships moving in. Offering to sell us X-ray quality testing for armor. Yes. That'll be a gradual improvement. And then we have the design study, 2 months left. Deck edge lifts for improved readying times. Better ASW. Better air attack. Better torpedo bomber. Probably. Better firepower, slightly less toughness. Can carry a torpedo on a medium range. And is carrier capable. Absolutely. Go to the build screen. Let's get 3 tridents. Ooh, that's expensive. Yeah, that's going to put us negative almost immediately. Finance Ministry will be angry. Oh. And then the Naval Secretary wants destroyers. Which I'm more than happy to provide. Let's halt construction. I'll put us positive. Go ahead and design a new destroyer. 5-inch duels. I like what they're thinking with these. I'll add in some reloads, 2 directors, lose the light guns, dual purpose that main battery. K-guns, perfect. 34 knots, focused on speed. Ooh, not doing the cramped. Accommodation. 130 is a little bit light on the ammunition. Can we make larger ones? We can. Actually, we can make very large destroyers. I would not mind having ones this large. We have max size destroyers. Looks like. That means we can bump up the ammo and the speed. Well, we can get up to 35 knots. Have some large destroyers. And we actually fit a couple 3-inch guns in there. I don't know, I feel like that'll confuse the issue, so we'll drop those. Add a couple more AA directors. How much is the forward mortar? Actually do more K guns. This will be very good at ASW. And we shall call it the fanfare. I don't care if I can't afford that. Save it anyways. Okay, we did. So we'll have to wait a couple months to design that. Yes, that's fine. He can be grumpy again. Go for the win. Maybe we'll start a war. Wait, savings. Approved heavy AA. No to all. And we'll be positive in our finances this next turn. Managing the air group, we want to add medium or dive bombers to most of these. Dive bombers. Dive bombers. More dive bombers. This is the one that gets torpedo bombers. A few more dive bombers. And last but not least, more dive bombers. That fills out our air bases for our Pacific campaign. All ships should be in position. I'd say we are well set up for a war with Japan at this point. But with that, I am out of time for the moment. I thank you for joining me. Appreciate you staying till the end. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Take care.